Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikum.
Hello, English Club participants. Alhamdulillah, this afternoon we have English Club meeting, extra curricular of English Club. Alhamdulillah, this afternoon, because of the help of Allah and His guidance, so we can have a meeting this afternoon. Before we start our meeting this afternoon, let's open our study. Let's open our meeting by saying Basmalah. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. This afternoon, I think you have some questions about English study. Maybe one of the participants will ask about the English study.
Okay, sir. My name is Muhammad Amin Redha. I want to ask you some question about English studying.
What is the question? Number one.
Number one question. Do you think that studying English is difficult?
Okay, good question. Do you think that studying English is difficult? I think studying English can be difficult, can be easier for the students. Studying English is difficult for the student who doesn't have preparation before studying. So the student will have difficulty in studying in the classroom because the students don't have preparation. If you have a good preparation before studying in the classroom, I think the English study, the English lesson will be easier. If you don't have preparation, you will have difficult in the classroom in studying. And studying English will be fun if you have something enjoyable from English. For example, you study from games, from English song, from the extra activity, or watching video games, for example from YouTube and other source of English. It will be easier. But if you don't have something fun from English, English will be difficult. So I have suggestion for you all students. You must have something enjoyable from English study. If you don't have something enjoyable in the classroom, you'll find yourself. Please find something enjoyable from English. English club, we have at school the English club. Or if you don't want to attend the English club, you'll find yourself. For example, use your handphone. There are many kinds of English source that will be fun for you. So, the conclusion, English will be easier or difficult. It depends on you. You have other questions?
Okay, question number two. Why do we need to study English?
Why? The question?
Why do we need to study
Why
English?
do we need study English? Okay, good question. Yes, everybody sometimes has the same question. Why do we need to study English? Yes, that's a good basic question. Why do we need to study English? It's a good question. Why do we need to study English? I think we need to study English because at school we have English. Now we have study English at senior high school. Before at the senior high school, we have English study at junior high school. Did you study English at junior high school? I think you did. Maybe in some area, in some big cities, the students have already studied English at the kindergarten or even in the elementary school, or Like in Banjarmasin, for example, I know that some students from elementary school, from kindergarten school, they study in the afternoon at the English courses, English training in the afternoon, and they should pay for the course. So why do we need to study English? Because at school we have to study English. The other reason, I think the government think that English is an international language. English is an important language. So the student in school need to study English because of English is because of the importance of the English language. The other reasons, I think, when you are studying at the university, you will find that English is still used as one of the subject at the university. Yes. You study at the Faculty of Law, you study English. You study at the Faculty of Teachers Training of Pedagogy, FKIP, you study English. You study at the Faculty of Economy, you study about English. Other faculties. This why the student at the High School, SMS student, we study English because the graduation from senior high school, after graduation, you will go continue studying at the university. At university, there are many kinds of English books at the library or from the lecturers use English books. I think that's enough. Why do we need to study English? Or maybe if you go to out of Indonesia, go abroad, for example, go to Australia, go to London, go to America, we'll find that the people speak English. English as international language. That's all. My question.
Yeah.
Other question?
Question number 3.
Number 3.
What are the positive things of studying English for students?
What are the positive things? Okay. What are the advantages of studying English? Good question. I think the positive things of studying English, many advantages. There are many advantages of studying English. As I have mentioned before, why do we need to study English? That studying English can help when you are studying at the university. It is one of the advantages. Yeah. The other advantages is by studying English, you will have many English vocabulary, many words in English. It will be easier for you when you have many words, many vocabulary. It will be helpful for you to read English book when you are university, when you have English assignment at university. So there are many advantages of studying English. The other advantages is I think you will speak or you can communicate with other people, with the people throughout the world. For example, from the handphone, you can communicate by writing English sentences, English answer, and then you can communicate with other people out of Indonesia. Many, I think, this some of the advantages. Other questions?
Yes. Question number 4.
Number 4.
What are the tips of speaking English fluently?
How to speak English fluently? Yes, it is a common question for students. How to improve? How to speak English fluently? I think the main answer is we should practice every day. Practice yourself. By practicing, English will be fluent. So another way to improve your speaking ability is by practicing with your friends. or you practice English with your friend from other countries, so your English will be improved. The other things you can improve your English is by listening to someone who practice English. For example, from the native speakers conversation, you listen and then you repeat the conversation, so it will be improved. And then the other thing is you use the translator, and then you listen to the English sound, and then you repeat of the how to pronounce the words. Do you have any other questions about how to improve your fluency? I think the main answer is practicing. Practice makes permanent, makes English better.
Okay, question number 5.
Number 5, is it
How-
the last one?
How do we make use of handphone for English studying?
How do we use handphone for studying English? Good question. How do we use handphone for studying English? I think the first one, we can use the handphone for studying English by recording, like now what I'm doing now. We can record. We can make the English video. So you can use your handphone by increasing your speaking ability. For example, by recording your English practice. Another thing, you can use the handphone for reading. There are many kinds of reading source, English reading source from the handphone. As far as you have the quota, or you can use the Wi-Fi. And then you can use your handphone for increasing your listening ability. For example, you listen to the English song, you listen to the English conversation, you listen to English YouTube from the native speaker from the foreign people. And then you can use the handphone for increasing your writing ability, English writing ability. It's very easy. For example, you have Facebook, and then from the Facebook you can make a comment, English comment from the other people out of the Indonesia, who use the English as the language. So we hope that using the handphone can be helpful for us in studying English. Do you have any other question? No?
No.
Okay. Thank you. I think that's enough for our meeting this afternoon. Thank you for your participation. Let's close our meeting by saying Alhamdulillah. Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alameen. Thank you. See you again for the next meeting. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.